Yo, my dudes, what's going on? David here, and welcome to another reaction. This episode, we are diving into The Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 9, called Trigger Finger. Hopefully, you've been enjoying the series. Hopefully, you are having a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Head on over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reactions over there. Episodes extra early over there as well. But with that being said, I understand Season 2 has been a little slower than most of us would like. But the show is still really good, and they have a really great character in Shane. Whether you like him or dislike him, he is still very good TV. He's very good to watch. So hopefully we get more of that. But without further ado, buckle your seatbelts. Let's ride. Yep, let that walker stick his hand into that window. He's gonna be straight up panic mode for you. I knew the intro was gonna come. We still popping off, or are we just leaving off where we popped off last time? Okay. We better hurry up before their group decides to show up. I hate to do it, but check the pockets to see what they got too. Exactly. Oh my god, this walker, something else. Who's gonna help her out of this situation? Is she gonna be able to get out of this situation herself? Well, that walker's stuck. Oh, come on, Lori. Come on, Lori. How could you be so casual about this? She must be really far away, Lori, if they didn't hear that gunshot. See, now Rick and them are gonna get back. Lori's not gonna be there. Rick's gonna go on a wild goose hunt looking for her. We gotta kill, man. Go ahead, Rick. It's time to kill more people.
They drew on us.
Dave and Tony in there? They alive?
Get out of here!
Told you, man. We got to pop off. We're gonna have to pop off. Oh shit. Glenn's not the one to shoot right now. Glenn is too nervous. Telling you, man, Shane, man, he built for this world. He is 100% built for this world.
Hey! We all know this is not gonna end well. There's nothing in it for any of us. You guys just back off. No one else gets hurt.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
I'm all right.
No, don't be turning your back. Don't be turning your back. Focus.
All that gun training could have come in handy now.
I can shoot, just don't like to.
Ooh, tell him, Herschel. Tell him. I'm about that life, Rick. I'm about that life. Whoa.
Sorry.
That's what I'm saying.
Try for the car.
Has anyone played the first Last of Us multiplayer? This is how I be feeling to me. Like, you just don't be knowing where anyone is, so you just be hiding the whole time. Oh! Come on, man. We could have avoided this, man.
You hit.
Glenn, say something.
Are you hit?
No.
Man, talk, man. About to get one of us killed.
The gunfire must have attracted the walkers.
Where's Rick?
He ran across.
Well, hell, we can't go without him. Rick!
Oh, he didn't even get caught. Ah, he didn't even get caught.
We have to go.
I can't. He was just shooting at us. He's a kid. Please help me. This place is crawling with walkers. You can't leave him. No time. Herschel, come on. Please don't leave him.
Oh, we're leaving him?
No,
Yeah, we're leaving him.
Please don't leave him.
Ah! I mean, damn, Shane, you lied to her to get her back, which kind of sucks, but if it works, it works.
Where's Rick? They're not back?
Nope. They are not back.
Where are they?
I gotta get you back here.
Why y'all looking at him like that, man?
Hey, Lord, I will go after him. I will find him. Hey.
Not for a while. Must
Look
have
at
been
Carl,
Christmas.
already being a great big brother.
We never had the talk. I guess we forgot.
What talk? The talk?
Look at me, that's your father's job.
I love you, and I love Carl.
I told Rick.
Different energy from you, huh? Oh, set a different energy from this guy.
You told
Uh,
him what?
uh. He told him.
Did you?
Are you sure you want to risk it? You might not make it back.
I'll be fine.
And with Shane at the helm, I wouldn't be too sure. He's lost people.
Dale, man. Dale's
And
gonna
he's had my
die.
back.
There's no way
What are you
Dale's living.
insinuating?
He doesn't want Rick back. Or Herschel. With them gone, he's got everything he wants and no one to tell him otherwise.
Shane has done more to keep this group alive than anybody, including Rick.
You can't possibly believe that.
I do.
Dale got a set of eyebrows, man. Look at them things. Look at those things, man.
God.
He's out cold right now. Will be for hours.
You know, I'm gonna go get him some flowers and candy.
Look at this, folks. We back in Fantasyland.
You know, we haven't even dealt with what you did at my barn yet. Let me make this perfectly clear once and for all. This is my farm. Now, I wanted you gone. Rick talked me out of it, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. So do us both a favor. Keep your mouth shut.
Losing me, hurting it. And I couldn't take it, so I hid to stay alive. No. No, you don't get it.
He's not happy, or he's not happy about
Your
it.
Dad, they were counting on me, and I only thought of myself.
We need to talk about Shane.
We need to talk about why you keep leaving Carl.
He thinks the baby's his.
Oh, we're gonna talk about this.
No matter what, it's yours.
No matter what. That's a shitty situation to put Rick in.
And he thinks that we're supposed to be together, no matter what.
Ooh, this is a hard conversation, but I am really glad Lori's bringing this up. This is not an easy thing to bring up.
Gunman left that kid behind today. I killed.
Alrighty, season 2, episode 9 of The Walking Dead. And that ending has me thinking it's only a matter of time. Literally only a matter of time before Shane and Rick butt heads and go at it. It's only a matter of time. Let's sit here and think about it. Your wife is literally telling you he is a risk to myself and Carl because of his love for me. And as a husband and as a carer like Rick is, my thought process would be send him on his way. The only problem with that is, how can you be for sure that he goes away and doesn't come back and try to do something? But then do you also want to send Shane away, realizing that his chance of survival's pretty much go down the shitter because of the fact that it's only him? So a really, really tough situation there. Another thing that I want to sit here and ask all the men and women that watch the show. Let's say you have a relationship. Let's say you're married, whatever the case may be, a relationship. You have a significant other. You and that significant other have a child. If your significant other goes out to do something, whether you agree with it or not, do you think it's okay for you to then go after them, leaving your child behind with somebody watching them? Like honestly, just be honest with me. Just let me know what you think. Because me personally, the worst thing that could ever happen to me if I were a child with two parents is to lose both my parents at the same exact time. That would be really shitty. And so the fact that Rick is already out and you risk your life, if you go down, Lori, right there, and then Rick never returns, Carl is by himself. Yeah, granted, he has people with him, but Carl is by himself. And now he has to mourn not one parent loss, but both parents being lost. So to me, it's more of a selfish act than it is anything else. For me, at least, because you simply don't do that. You don't leave Carl. Stop leaving Carl. And why does everyone keep giving her a pass when she does leave Carl? Carl himself should have been like, Mom, stop fucking leaving. I don't agree with that. That part of the whole situation with Lori, don't agree with that. You're pregnant. You already have a son. And you go and risk your life and almost, you could have definitely died in that situation. You could have definitely died. So you would have lost both lives, the one you're carrying and yourself, and you would have completely ruined another life in Carl's. He would have freaking, especially because you didn't tell him or anything. So he would have just woke up one day and realized Mom ain't here, Mom is gone, she ain't coming back. That's a shitty situation. So it's really tough because there's a lot of things going on right now where you have to pick a side, it seems like. With the whole Lori, Rick, and Shane situation, you have to pick a side. I have to pick the Lori, Rick side because although I love Shane, his love for Lori has become a problem. In my opinion. And before I get deeper into this review, I'll probably give this episode an 8. It was very enjoyable to me, especially for it being season 2, which season 2 is slower. For the most part, it has been. I thought this was an episode that was filled with really great moments. So I'd probably go 8-9 range. Not 7, 8, 8, 9. I just enjoyed it a lot. But all right, so that's the one side that you have to deal with, this where I feel like you have to choose sides with. Then you have to choose sides with who do you agree with more when it comes to the Dale, Andrea sort of, do you agree with Dale for being as hard on Andrea as he is? Or do you think Dale is doing too much like Andrea thinks? It's a tough one. For me, I think it's a little bit of both. I think Andrea does need to reel it back in and realize Shane is not as good as she may be seeing him in her eyes. So it's a little bit of both. I can't really choose a side on that one yet. Then we have the Maggie Glenn situation where Maggie's like, yo, you're walker bait to your friends. And Glenn's just like, I'm just trying to do what I can to help. And so their relationship is getting really like it's definitely brewing. Like she's already mentioned that she loved him, doesn't want to lose him, all that stuff. We witnessed in this episode, he froze up. He 100% froze up when it was time to shoot and kill or, you know, even do anything like that. And honestly, if we're being real honest, most of us will probably be like Glenn. Not saying all of us, most of us will though, including myself. I've never been in that situation, and if I were in that situation, I think I'll probably freeze. Again, I'm not in this kind of world. I don't know what I would or would not do. But the fact that he froze up, it doesn't shock me because Glenn's not a cold-blooded killer. Neither am I. Neither are, like, you know, most of us aren't. In this kind of world, you have to be all about survival, and that may change a lot of our mindsets. But the fact that he froze up, the fact that he wanted to stay protected so that he can go home to Maggie is both a problem, but also, like, I think a problem that a lot of us will deal with. It's just crazy. So it's like you have to choose the sides between that too, in a sense. Then we have the sort of Daryl Carol situation going on, where obviously Daryl's pissed because, very much like Glenn, he's risking life to go out and help others. And even though he got shot and he got hurt really bad, he's still being asked to go do those things. So I understand why he's frustrated. I mean, was he harsh? You know, at times he was. At times he definitely was harsh towards Carol. But I understand where he's coming from. And I understand where Carol's coming from, because Carol's trying to sort of, you know, care for him and I guess appreciate him and show him that she appreciates him. And I don't know. So there's something going on there as well. Then we have the whole Herschel Shane stuff going on, where clearly Herschel doesn't want Shane on his property. Rick talked him out of it. I don't know how I feel about it. Everyone's against Shane. There's good reasons from most of them. But at the same time, what Andrea said to me is true. Like, without Shane, a lot of these people aren't still living, in my opinion. Lori isn't probably still living. I mean, we can go look back and see, but I feel like he has done his fair share of saving people. Carl would have been done for if it wasn't for Shane. And, you know, we can sit down and argue the facts that both Otis and Shane weren't going to make it. I was saying it when they got caught in the little jam they were in. I said it when he did what he did. It just wasn't going to happen. It was either lose 3 people or lose 1. It's a really, again, shitty situation, but Shane and Otis would have both died that night, which would have led to Carl dying. That would have been 3 people that died. So what Shane was saying is like, I'm gonna do whatever I can to save Carl, because I love Carl, I love Lori. Again, it's really shitty. It'll never work out. But he did it because of his love for her. So, I don't know. It's a shitty situation. I am probably one of the few that love Shane. As shitty as he is at times, I think he adds so much to the show. Character-wise, he can, you know, be very bothersome, but I don't know. It's tricky. It's super tricky. It's super tricky. Just the Shane Lori stuff. There's so many, like, you gotta pick sides. You gotta pick sides. You gotta pick sides, and it's extremely hard. I think Shane should really back off and be a best friend and still care for Lori and Carl, but in a different way, not in a sort of possessive, like I need her with me kind of way. Because you could see every time on his face whenever Rick comes back, he's just like, fuck, man. Die already so it can go back to the way it was. This is probably a very rude comment to make. But you can tell, unless his feelings are really that strong, Andrea must not have some good stuff down below. Again, this is just like a freaking, this is going way off topic. But think about it. If Andrea was all that and Shane was into it, it would be easier to get over Lori. So I'm assuming either his love for Lori is really freaking strong, because that's very much a possibility, and it definitely comes off that way, or Andrea just isn't it for Shane, you know what I mean? Because I mean, I would think the quickest way to get over somebody would be to be talking and hooking up with someone else. That's not always the truest statement either. That's also something you can put up for debate as well. But I mean, he slept with Andrea and he's still all about Lori, so who knows? But I mean, this episode was enjoyable. Like I said, 8-9 range. I had a lot of fun with it. There was a lot of cool moments throughout it. I'm pretty sure I touched up on all the bases. Beth, I think, is the name of the girl that's in the bed and still in shock. Is there a safe way to get somebody out of shock? Like, would it be, I know some people do like the whole slapping thing. Could you dump water on her to shake her out of it? Is there something like to get her out of that state that wouldn't really like cause harm to her? I'm just curious. It's just a question I have. But otherwise, man, like, props to Lori for bringing it up with Rick. Did she take it a little too far? Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? It's definitely something that you have to sit there and think about, as far as she's basically asking Rick, kill Shane. Like 100%. He is a problem. Kill him. Is that too far? Is that just her being reasonable because Shane won't listen? I don't know. I kind of feel like she's being fair in the sense of Shane he's not listening. He's going to be a problem. But then again, that's a really tough thing to do, is ask somebody to kill someone. I couldn't even imagine. So, I mean, it definitely leaves you on a cliffhanger where you're like, I'm excited to see what happens next, because it definitely, the way they ended it off with Rick staring at the camera the way he was, fireworks are about to happen. There's about to be a showdown. My question then becomes, because it seems like Dale is about to go down. I don't know why. It seems like his only purpose right now is to father Andrea in a sense and bitch and moan about Shane. We better hope Shane don't get a hold of somebody else, because Dale's the first person going. I could tell you that much for sure. But that's the review. That's the reaction. Hopefully you enjoy both. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Head on over to Patreon for the full uncut, unedited reactions over there. Episodes extra early over there as well. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys later. Peace, guys.